against the Chichi Albayanos. And as we take a look at his statistics,
28.6 rebounds, 10 out of 15 from the floor, 10 out of 18 from the floor. Very solid all around, and to think he's still finding his game.
Exactly. So he will be one of the stalwarts for the Vanta Black Dragons. Meanwhile, let's go over to the Nikkelham Lions. This team still trying to get into their stride. They lost against the Del Norte Banana Republic 90-51.
Ouch, very painful loss there. But you know, the problem here with the Nikkelham Lions is that aside from Akpuro, who else is there who's going to step up? And at the same time, it's the point guards who have to take control of this team.
And one of those guards that they will look towards was this guy, Jordan Lee, in that loss against the Banana Republic. He had an okay outing.
A decent game,
Yeah.
decent game, 11 points. And they're going to need more support and more of that. So far, they've all been inconsistent. Nobody's shooting particularly well at any particular time.
And now let's turn you over to the third member of our panel, Daniel Aguardia, who's got a pregame report.
Hi there, Joel and Bill. You know, this game will definitely be a battle of grit and consistency. And heading on to the third game for the Dragons, they only aim to sustain the momentum that they've already created. And with these young players, Coach Ariel Vanguardia said that starting strong has always been their key to winning, and they intend to keep it that way. Going against a team that is hungry for victory, remaining grounded and focused on themselves will give them their third dub. Not playing today is Ira Batalier, who is still nursing an ankle injury. On the other hand, always looking to improve their team, Nikkelham Lions coach Sherwin Cantos mentioned they only hope to give the Dragons a good game. And as a new team, they know it will be a difficult one, but then again, every game is a learning experience they will use to become better. The Lions surely won't back down. Let's get this ball game going. Here's the venue announcer for the starting five.
Second game, Vanta Black Dragons against Nikkelham Lions on the TAT Winter Tournament Leg 2 here at the Alonte Sports Arena, Biñan City, Laguna. Let's make way the starting lineups first. The Vanta Black Dragons. Tawan Madden. Starting at guard number 3, Lamonte Bearden. At forward number 4, James Tempra. Coming in at center number 6, Levi Bradley. Guard number 7, James Lin. The head coach is Ariel Vanguardia. Now starting for Nikkelham Lions. Playing center number 26, Hamadou Laminu. Guard number 14, Arjo Acabo. At forward number 8, Mark Redulfa. The other forward number 6, Alex Muhammad. At guard number 1, Haley Ahero. The head coach is Sherwin Cantos. Officiating this ball game, our crew chief Arnold Peñapuerte.
And we've got our starting units for this game between the Dragons and the Lions. We've got Lynn, Bearden, Bradley, Madden, and Tempra for the Dragons. Acabo, Ahero, Lamino, Mohammed, and Redulfa for the Lions.
A reasonably sized starting lineup for the Nikkelham squad, and immediately they take it to the hole.
And whistle is blown.
They were shooting at the wrong basket.
So that will count for the Lions.
Now we've seen everything.
And you've seen a lot in these past two legs.
This TAT has been an educational experience.
And so here, yeah, we can see it there because.
And yet the other team was playing defense.
The other team was playing defense.
So let's get things right. Everybody get a compass and point north.
Wait, so the basket goes for Lamonte. It should count for the nearest Nikkelham Lion, right?
Yes. Because that's the rule now.
Yeah.
Unlike before when it would count for the team captain of the other team.
Oh, okay.
Same thing with team rebounds.
Oh, it goes to the team captain.
It used to. Now it goes to the Nick. So that there is culpability.
Okay. Oh, so wait, I think that what they're going to do is they're going to count the 2 points
for
Bearden
but
with the Vanta Black Dragons, but they'll continue possession with the Nikkelham Lions here at half court.
All right, now we've seen everything.
Just when you thought you saw everything,
Yes.
something new comes along.
Surprise, surprise. But, you know, very interesting. You know what's really making these Vanta Black Dragons formidable? Ariel Vanguardia is coming off a summer stint with the Atlanta Hawks.
Oh, that will be very, very useful for
Yes.
this team.
He joined the team in the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas and learned a lot there, and he's quickly applying it now.
And here we have the Dragons. Three-pointer on the way. Yes, sir.
You know, in this league, a lot of the big men are not really big men. They're small forwards who are forced to play center because of their height.
And that actually is representative of a lot of Filipino players as well.
That's true. Uh-oh. Taking
Ball
so
was
much
skipped.
time and, you know, dribbling and dribbling and dribbling and dribbling, no open shot, then they lose it.
They lose it. Steal here. Extra pass, and that goes for Levi Bradley. But it seems that he may have pulled a muscle. That's DeJuan Madden.
He's clutching his hamstring. Looks like he's hurt. Oh, he almost ran all the way to the dugout. He may need to be subbed out, and they'll check on his leg. Oh, that's very painful development, literally and figuratively.
We'll have Daniel check it out.
Yes, she's trying to beat him to the dugout.
And that's Mark Talio checking in.
Mark Talio is a great addition to this team. All around the scorer, really can create his own shot.
Shot goes there, no good for Arjo Acabo. Second serving is it there.
They're starting without Akpuro in the lineup, so I guess they want to bring him off the bench so that their defense doesn't just disappear.
Actually, I'm taking a quick gander at the bench of the Lions, and it seems like Ike isn't there.
Maybe he got stuck in traffic or had to swim through the floods.
Probably. It is raining right now here in Biñan, and we hope that everyone is safe and dry.
Yeah, things might go from bad to worse for Nikkelham here, unless they're able to distribute the wealth.
Exactly. Well, they've been trying to distribute the ball a lot. It's just that they take a lot of time to try to
miscommunication, and coaching is a major concern for this team.
Exactly. Here's Acabo with the ball.
Nobody on the inside.
Again, yeah. You've got Lamino, but they can't get the ball to him.
Because
so
they're dribbling, not passing.
They're not looking for the options, as Talio will go on the fast break layup. Early timeout called by the Nikkelham Lions. The score is 9-2 in favor of the Dragons, and this timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. And in that win by the Dragons over the Wildcats, Mark Talio, you just mentioned him as a very good addition for the Dragons, Bill.
Yeah, he just came off the bench and started scoring like crazy in their first game. And he's really, you know, comes from a strong line of basketball players. His dad played in the defunct Philippine Amateur Basketball League, played professionally in the Philippine Basketball Association. And Mark is actually an even stronger player.
As Levi Bradley showing his strong shooting.
So Bearden's okay. Just a case of cramps because they were warming up for a really long time.
Here's Muhammad getting it down to Lamino. Oh.
Even Lamino looks to be like, you know, a little raw. No, his moves don't look as practiced.
He is what a lot of scouts would call a project.
Yes, project player.
And Bradley saying that Lamino was clutching onto his jersey.
Yes. Now this is the problem for the Nikkelham Lions. Where do they generate the offense? The guards are spending too much time dribbling or trying to score.
And, well, that time, that resulted in 2 points for Haley Ajero, new player for the Lions, as Bradley, that heat check doesn't go.
Leave behind pass there by Talio. But, you know, they're going to eventually start hitting those shots. This is the problem. No man movement. No movement without the ball for the Lions.
They're just staying in their post as Muhammad tries a three. That doesn't go. Talio with a rebound.
And you can't rely on Lamino to do all the rebounding by himself.
And Talio, oh, just misses the layup, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Just a simple change of pace. Caught them flat-footed.
And going back to your point, yeah, I mean, Lamino can't be the only rebound,
No.
especially now that Ike Akpuro isn't on the bench.
Exactly. We'll ask Daniel to find out why he's not there.
First free throw goes for Mac Talio as you take a look at Coach Ariel Vanguardia.
Yeah, he's been everywhere. He's won gold at the Southeast Asian level. He's played in the as coach in the pros. He's been around the world coaching.
And you can just imagine the wealth of knowledge that
Yes.
he's amassed in all of his travels.
Yeah, I know in their first game, it was their first time together, and they really had a resounding victory. They suddenly became a contender.
Exactly, and here they are. Oh, there's an offensive foul.
Yes, Lamino getting a little carried away.
Number 26, Amado Lamino dances first.
And it's Levi Bradley pointing it out to our referees. Finally gets a call. So we'll take a closer look at this matchup as it goes along. 3 is on the way, no good.
Now, this is what I was pointing out earlier. The imports of the Dragons, like other teams, they're not really rebounders per se. So they don't have the instinct to follow the shot.
And interesting strategy here by Levi Bradley guarding Lamino. He's got his hands in his back.
He's got his hands behind his back to show his innocence.
Marte Hila coming in for
Look at a big smile on his face. What I like about the TAT is a lot of the imports here have a very good sense of humor. And it helps.
It helps. And you see that a lot of them also have like a real passion for the game. They
Oh,
really
that's
love
true.
to play the game. Here's Bearden on the attack. Shot is up and in.
And that was a product of another solo play for the Lions. And now they're getting swamped in the first quarter.
We've got 5 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's a 12-point lead for the Vanda Black Dragons, 16-4.
And you can see the lack of fundamentals on the part of the Lions. You see so much dribbling. He dribbled away half the clock already.
9 seconds on the shot clock. There's a screen for Ajero.
Who are they setting up? That's the question.
Nobody, it seems.
Yes.
Redulfa forced to take that shot.
And that's not Rodolfo's strength. His strength is really slashing to the basket because at his size, he has a lot of mismatches. Uh-oh.
And Talio just banks that shot against 5 red shirts.
In less than 5 seconds.
It increases that lead to 14, 18-4. Here's
A little too close that time. Even if you look at the players individually, physically you can see the musculature of the Dragons players compared to the Lions. But you know, the Lions really have to learn to play together as a team. That's really the only thing that's missing. But that's, of course, it's a major thing.
It's a major thing, and it'll come with probably if they play a little bit more together.
Or get a good coach.
Get a good coach. Yeah, put a system in place.
Yes.
And not just a system of like their plays, but
Our list is getting longer.
as a 3 from Talio, no good.
Everybody on the outside, no rebounder for the Dragons.
They're relying on their outside shooting right now. Here's Rodulfo.
The Lions have only scored 4 points.
And we are past the halfway mark. 3 is up. Still nothing going. Bradley bringing down the ball.
Casual dribble up the court.
Gets it to the corner. 3 is up and in. That goes for James Lin. So this is now a 17-point lead, Bill.
And we have a long way to go.
A long way to
It's going
go.
to be a long day for the Nikkelham Lions.
Jordan Pass to the corner. Shot is up and in.
Lucky break for them because everybody was just standing on the outside waiting for the ball.
Again, the system.
Yeah, you're making the guards work extra hard when you should be the one to work to get yourself open.
And that's another 3 for the Vanta Black Dragons. James Tempra.
At this rate, they may set a record for biggest win unless the Lions do something.
Let's see if the defense will ramp up for the Lions or if the Dragons will just burn them to a crisp. As Mohammed undergoes stab goes in.
That's one area that they can work on because they have the size to bang inside.
But then again, if you have the size to bang inside, but you don't have the system to
Yes.
get those opportunities.
And nobody here is really a post-up player.
At best, you've got a tall guy in Lamino who now has another personal foul.
Number 26, Amado Lamino is second.
That's his second personal foul.
Mingwei Cheng together with Duana Madden.
And we've got a report from Daniel. Daniel, take it away.
Joel and Bell hoping for Ike's production today. Coach Sherwin Cantas mentioned that they're actually not sure if Ike Akpuro will be able to come in for the game due to personal matters. But of course, for them, it's the next man up. Back to you guys.
Okay.
All right,
Moving on.
moving on.
Yeah, you're without your top scorer and rebounder, but you know you gotta play. The game goes on.
And that's another three-pointer, bringing this lead up to 19, 27-8. So 2 minutes and change here in the first quarter.
I want to see more urgency on the part of the Lions. I want to see them push the tempo, run it up.
We haven't really seen them all throughout this leg
Yeah.
take a shot with more than 10 seconds on the clock.
Yes. That's much better. Told you Rodolfo is more of an inside
Inside
operator.
operator. Gets his first 2 points here in this game.
2 minutes.
Value over to Bearden. Measures up the 3. Creates his shot and gets the layup.
One-handed, one-man play. Just simple curl to the basket. No help defense.
None at all.
And Lamino should be blocking a lot of shots this way.
And he's also looking towards his teammates and the bench.
With nobody in the low post. There's Lamino, but that's not his game.
Mohammed taking the 3. Yes, sir.
Alex Mohammed, 3 points.
There's one player they could be setting up more.
This might prove to be an opportunity for him as we
Yes,
see the
yes.
10-1 play.
Akpuro leaves a very big vacuum with his absence.
Walking foul, number 6, Alex Mohammed is first.
And so an extra free throw here for Lamonte Bearden.
Rap pointers coming in for James Tempra.
Tempra will check out in his place.
Bonus free throw, Lamonte Bearden.
Here's Bearden at the line. That goes. And Bearden will take a breather.
And this is where you can see the experience of Ariel Vanguardia. Less than 2 minutes to go. Rest your big man. He'll be able to get a breather, including the break between quarters.
Exactly. So this will be precious minutes on the bench for
Yeah.
Lamonte. As a foul is called on that play.
Foul on number 11, Mantalio's first.
Talio called for the foul.
Each team now in the penalty.
14 foul for Vanta Black Dragons.
Only 50 seconds remaining.
And it's Lamino.
14 to shoot.
14 seconds on the clock. Now, you're the biggest guy on the floor. You shouldn't be falling away from
Exactly.
the basket. Should
I
be
would-
taking it to the basket or posting up and waiting for an entry pass.
It was a surprise to see him like taking that fadeaway when he
Yeah.
was like right close to the basket.
And he's 6 inches taller than the guy guarding him. Oh,
Trip ball
boy.
is good
Mingwei
for
Cheng.
Mingwei Cheng.
Looks like almost everybody that Coach Vanguardia has put into the game has scored already.
We've got 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's a 22-point lead for the Vanta Black Dragons. Last play, probably.
Well, they will deny the Dragons another attempt by simply chewing up the clock.
As Mohammed misses on that last shot. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is 35-13, 22-point lead for the Vanta Black Dragons. We'll be back. This is the TAT Winter Tournament League 2.
You are still watching the Asian tournament, and in case you missed it, it's only been 4 days that the Vanta Black Dragons have spent together, and they remain with no losses. For Levi Bradley, they owe it all to the chemistry they continue to build. Within those days, they already know they like playing with each other, and that unselfishness in the team is what keeps them on top. Not looking at the records, it's always the same for them. Show everybody respect and focus on themselves. Levi also added that at the end of the day, what matters is what they'll do on the court, and they'll be all right. Joel and Bill?
And thank you for that report, Daniel LaGuardia. So, yeah, again, we go back to that thought that this is a newly formed team.
But the difference between the two is one has a system.
One has a system, one has a coach and Coach Ariel LaGuardia.
We'll let you guess.
Here is
That's
Mohammed.
a good feed.
That's a good feed. As Lamino gets 2 points.
If Lamino is guarded by a local, it's going to be difficult to stop him in the post one-on-one.
Precisely. So he'll need to take advantage of those opportunities. Nice fake, but no whistle blown. That was Mingwei Cheng asking for the foul. And again, this is Lamino versus Cheng. They need to feed it down. They need to find a way to get it to him.
Yeah, they can lob the ball over the defender. The defender's got his back turned.
Then now they've got 4 seconds on the clock. Mohammed forced.
You know, he loves doing that jackknife. You know, that went out of style in the 80s.
Well, maybe he's trying to bring it back into style. You know how all of these kids like the retro things?
Ouch.
Don't worry, Bill. I also can relate to
Yeah.
the 80s things.
Yeah, I tell my kids my music's so old it's been remade twice already.
Here's Mohammed once again.
Now, again, also, the Lions are not a team that can really run up the score because they don't even run, actually. So how do you get points in a hurry? So they have to eat into this lead a little at a time, get more stops, take advantage that Dragons are only playing with one import.
And really, they have to take advantage of Lamino being guarded by Cheng. Cheng goes up for 3, and that will be something, as that's the second 3 for Mingwei Cheng.
And things are getting worse for the Lions.
3, no good off the back iron.
They're just really not coordinated.
Yeah, they're not coordinated. There was like a thought of trying to get it inside, and then all of a sudden, you take the 3. That one is short for Madden.
I go back to my earlier point that the guards have to take control, tell people where to go, not just wait for things to happen if they do happen.
It seems as if they think that they're all telepathic. Oh, that's a 3 from Redulfa.
Well, aside from Akpuro, Redulfa seems to be the most polished player on this team. It's just that, again, they're not setting him up. They're not clearing it out for him. They need to do that.
Here's the Dragons with a 5-out offense. Again, Cheng. No good. Here's Hill bringing down the ball for the Lions, hoping that they can get another basket.
But, you know, they're the younger team. They should be able
They
to,
should, yeah,
to
they
run
should
it
be
up.
running. they're looking for something to happen. It seems that they're looking for something to happen. Hill for the 3. Yeah, it's good.
Martin Hill, 3 points.
Well, let's see if this fires them up. They also need a little more intensity on defense. Maybe just play a zone.
Maybe. Right now they're sort of halfway there.
Yeah.
Zone and man. Madden misses on the jumper.
This is the problem now. The Dragons are getting a little too relaxed.
Yes, that is a tendency.
Yes, and then they're sitting on this lead instead of building on it. And you know, like we hate to say, you're playing not to lose instead of playing to win.
There should be no let up in the offense and defense as Lamino takes a 3. 2 seconds on the clock.
He doesn't dribble.
24-second shot clock.
That's Wei Cheng with a smile on his face, being able to stop Hamidou Lamino.
And Lamino will sit down. So suddenly, a huge decrease in size for the Lions.
Let's see how the Dragons can take advantage of this.
I would have
Cheng.
sat him out at the start of the period
And bring him.
and put him in before Bradley.
That's right. And we'll see now where they will go. Well, they really weren't able to go to him anyway while he was in there. Jordan.
But they've actually made some progress in this period. It's just really identifying who has the hot hand. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Pick and roll.
That pick and roll between Jordan and Mohammed.
On the shot clock. 2 seconds.
2 seconds, but then again, we're back to their usual problem. They run up the clock.
That's a really ugly one-hander. You know, your other hand is there for balance and to keep your shot straight.
Here's Talio.
They're double teaming him, but
But
he doesn't care.
Doesn't care. One-legged fadeaway.
Thank you, Dirk Nowitzki.
Yes, the one who made that a famous go-to move.
Yes, everybody was laughing at him when he first started doing that. Then nobody could stop it. We're halfway through the second quarter already. It's still more of the same. It's just that there's some offense generated by the Lions. You know, Mohammed has the right idea. You know, it's just a question of the execution, which means they don't practice those things.
Yeah, they probably don't. Dragons, they're up by 17 here. And traveling is called. Let's take another look at that previous play. Again, even the double team is a little half-baked.
It's soft, yeah. You know, you're trying to deny him a pass. Here's a turnover.
Shot is up and in.
You know, I hate to say it, but the Lions are allowing themselves to be disrespected. You know, foul the guy.
Foul the guy. I mean, you've got more players than
Yeah,
they do.
That's true.
Here's Mohammed once again. He goes up and in.
Alex Mohammed.
Some moves, you know,
Yeah.
a little good drop step, spin move, and you know, they're getting somewhere.
Three-pointer doesn't go for Madden.
Which is probably why the Dragons are set to make a couple of substitutions.
They probably want to put some fresh legs to try and build on this lead.
And to wake up the rest of the team.
Here's Mohammed. Gives it up to Jordan for 3. Off the front iron.
See, Mohammed's in the middle of their offense, you know. He's trying to make things happen. But again, the question is, can his teammates execute?
He can do all of the being like in the fulcrum of that offense as much as he wants, but if the shots don't go in for his teammates.
Yeah. Talio's starting to fall in love with his own shooting a little too much.
That will be something that they need to address. 2 minutes, less than 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Still a 17-point lead.
3 seconds on the clock. That's wide and out.
And no play developing at all.
24-second shot clock.
You know, if I were the Lions next practice, I'd say nobody dribbles the ball. Let's see how you advance.
That would be
Forming way, Cheng.
A good exercise.
You dribble, they subtract from your score. So as I
Substitutions.
expected, Talio would sit down now.
And oh, I thought Bearden was going in. So they decided against it. Madden still wants to play a bit.
No need to put him in at this point.
Yeah. Madden's like, I missed a couple of minutes from the first quarter because of the cramp.
Yeah.
Here's a fast break. Rare fast break. Layup.
But you know, if you were a more technically developed player, you would have used your left hand. But anyway, they scored the 2 points.
Yeah, the 2 points went in. Here's Madden. Up against Muhammad. Looking for his shot. He's blocked.
There, that's the help defense they've been looking for. Again, too
Lions.
much dribbling.
Yeah.
Bring the ball to the player you're going to pass it to, instead of stranding yourself out in no man's land.
And then they pass the ball and then they give it right back. Jordan,
Yeah.
he had the three earlier. Not that layup earlier. Lamino, again. They run up the clock.
That's going to keep happening. That's going to keep happening because they're not changing what they're doing.
Here's Lin. Bradley asked for the ball. He's up against Redulfa.
See, this is what I'm saying. They're clearing it out for Bradley. Oh, nice.
Nice move there, but doesn't result in 2 points. Rebound goes to Muhammad and saves it to Hill.
They have to study what the other team is also doing.
Well, the ball stops here in the corners, and then
Yeah.
it doesn't really get around until like past 10 seconds. And it's as if they're looking to each other to see what everyone else is going to do,
Yeah.
but no one's doing anything.
Yeah, and they're taking turns shooting.
Good thing that bank shot went in for Lamino.
Well, the lead is down to 13. Some progress.
Some progress. With less than 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
You get one more stop and make one more basket. It'll be interesting. Then again,
Madden with a three.
the one Madden, he was telling us the other day to get his name correctly because his mom watches the games and she calls him up. I said, yeah, moms are the worst. They
Yeah.
know all your secrets.
They know all the secrets. And they'll call you out on it.
Don't mess with mom.
Not at all. Last shot time. Lin for three. Bounces out. And at the half, the score is 44 to 29. 15-point lead for the Vanta Black Dragons. We'll be back after the halftime break after we take a look at this move of the game. That earlier fast break. Madden to Bradley. That is your move of the game. We'll be back in a bit.
Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. At number 10.
Path required for the Guangzhou Long Lions against the Aces. Meanwhile, Wong well fire from deep.
And he's still asking.
At 9.
Mino, the rebound. Picked up by Aquino. Good hustle there by Caspi. 3-on-2. Basket won't count and a foul. That's what you want whenever you plan it in the should score. 3-1-2 situation. Aquino.
Moving to number 8.
Alexander has the basketball. The reverse. No good for the X-Men. Bryce Jr. just putting it home.
Enough is enough.
At 7.
A couple of turnovers for both teams, and no one was there to pick up Bryce Jr.
Big throw down. Just lob. Elliott just lobbed the ball over everybody.
Number 6.
Rebounded by Sarek. Touch pass. Miller slams it home. That's where Miller could live inside that paint where I don't think anyone can match up to him.
But when he was with the East Sea Pirates,
At 5.
battle for the rebound, taken away by Juan Madden. Oh, what a shot by Mactalio.
I didn't think he had the angle to go reverse on that play, but you can see just showing the upper body strength.
Now we go to number 4.
Played in Thailand. Also, here in the Asia. Oh, so many years already. Big shot from Mactalio from downtown to end the first period. If you will leave him wide open, he can score from
The number 3 spot.
the back cut. A gorgeous move by Patrick Aquino.
Get a spectacular layup on one end, but give up an easy two.
Number 2.
10 of the 24. We go outside. Reggie short on the 3 attempt. 2-on-1. Oh, what a play there for the Banta Black Dragons.
We expect this from Banta Black. They're very entertaining the way they play basketball, especially out in the open court.
You know, this is a new team for the Banta Black Dragons. These are not the 5 players, except for James Lin, who played in the
And now the number 1 play of the day.
Cisse, trying to provide the screen. Teodoro not using it. Using his right hand. He changes shot in midair, beating the horn. Nice move there by Dete Teodoro. 13-27. Look at this.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. Can't get enough of the action? Basketball fans, the Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day. At number 10.
Donna goes all the way for the layup. What a move by Donald Tankua.
Going coast to coast that time.
Scoring 7.
At 9.
Ryan Sual.
3-on-1.
Gimpayan, he drops it and will score.
It's the young guns.
Bam Lopez with a connection downstairs. Gimpayan with a good recognition. A total onslaught here for the
Moving to number 8.
That he can hit from range.
inside to Tyree.
A lot more energy on the side of the Black Bears. Everyone moving without the basketball. And Robinson.
At 7.
Papoy able to get to it. And he will wait for his teammates. Kenny Rogers. Oh, tough shot by Kenny Rogers.
Lost his
Kurba.
balance and recovered. He saw the big man and said, I'm getting out of here.
You know, he's a lefty, so that is his comfort zone.
Number 6.
Too soon considering the scores right now, but let's see if they can tame the Lions. Sandy and Bill.
Who can tame the Lion Bill?
Spectacular slam dunk there. Two-handed flush by Jamar.
At 5.
X-Man Elliott Wong. And here we go, Kone! Momo 5.
He's gonna do whatever it takes to get a victory.
Now we go to number 4.
Third of the Philippines. Guzman,
nice.
great feed inside.
Jonathan Guzman working downstairs,
Yes.
fighting Jamar.
Jamar from
Behind the
weak
head
side,
pass. And he's talking to
The number 3 spot.
Mohammed. Brian missing outside. That's Michael De Leon. Oh, trying to be acrobatic. Nice move by Michael De Leon.
Too small gesture after the basket really does an effort guy for the Nikkelham Lions.
Number 2.
Alvin Gayosa. Oh, and he lost it. And 3 can tie this ball game. Oh!
Alfred Gayosa did not pass the basketball, and Momo Kone makes them pay in transition. Pull up 3.
Momo, 3. And we'll
And now the number 1 play of the day.
are ahead here with 5:23 to go. Brandon Jamar!
His
Showing
head is in
no
the
respect for human life.
He has his head in the game, that's for sure.
That's the exploration he wants to show us.
He's exploring the skies.
This is basketball at its best. The Asian Tournament Top 10 Plays of the Day.
And you're still watching the TAT Winter Tournament Leg 2 as we take a look at the stats from the half.
Well, they're really going to be one-sided in favor of the Dragons. I mean, just the points off turnovers alone is 11-0. And really, again, the question is, what can the Lions do?
What can the Lions do indeed?
Sounds like a song. A very sad song.
A very sad song. Sounds like a country western.
Yeah. You have a sample? No, then everybody will go home.
Yeah. It'll rain even harder.
Yes. No, but really, I mean, they're actually a little more balanced now without Puro. But they have a couple of the players like, Mohammed has the right idea, but it's the execution. It's obviously the lack of familiarity, and these are not the things that they've been practicing.
Exactly. And speaking of Mohammed, he did end that first half with 9 points.
Yeah. And a couple of assists,
Yeah.
too. Oh, my goodness.
And that still goes in for Lamonte Bearden.
Well,
Just casually making that 3.
exactly. So now all 3 imports on the bench, on the floor rather, for the Dragons. More bad news for the
For
Lions.
the Lions. And again, you've got Bradley underneath with his curious defensive stance.
Yes. Making sure not to get whistled for any more fouls.
As Lin brings down the ball.
Really tough situation for the Lions.
And that is going to be a foul on Mohammed. That is his second personal. Let's take another look at that three from Bearden earlier.
That was way outside the line.
And he just wants to create right now.
Yes.
Pass is off though.
Here we go again.
Bradley for three. Yes, sir.
That's how you use up the clock.
That's how you use up the clock. Find the best shot possible.
And that's a double black eye for the Lions because they played defense for 23 seconds.
Here's Radulfa to the corner.
Really, it's you know, up to the Lions to change the outcome of this game because they're not stimulating anything on defense to give them transition baskets, and they're not executing on offense.
And
they're not boxing out.
They're not boxing out. Well, Lamino was forced to help on that
Yes.
layup by Lin, freeing up Bradley for the putback.
20-point lead. And you get the feeling that the Dragons are still holding back.
They're holding back. They haven't really bared their teeth yet.
If they, let Talio loose on this guy, on these guys, that it will be far more damaging.
As Redulfa gets another layup there. Here's Bearden. Just dribbling around the red shirts. Gets it to Bradley for three.
Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
goodness. Doesn't even look at the line anymore. It's three already, and they're starting to laugh.
Bradley and Bearden having the time of their lives right now.
Where's the defense?
Gaa.
Again, a lot of dribbling.
No movement.
Yes. Shot clock winding down
5
again.
seconds. Muhammad tries to force his way inside. Ball is stripped.
Doesn't protect the ball with his body.
Madden. He will take a three himself. This one is too strong.
But you could feel the Lions holding their breath.
Every time a shot goes up.
Oh my God.
As Gaa finds his way to the basket for a layup.
But yeah, solo action. No, not the other players are not involved. No drive and draw, drive and kick, no pick and roll. Those are the staples.
That's because they're all just standing around.
Yes, that's true. I'm
Weird.
wondering what their playbook looks like.
Here's Lin kicking it out. Three on the way.
Again!
Even that one goes in.
I think the Lions are going to need another timeout soon. They're suddenly down by what, 22?
That's 22. Redulfa.
He's way out. Too far to start anything.
And it's not, now it's too late to start anything.
Yeah. And Muhammad has no business being out there. He's an inside player.
Redulfa with a twisting layup.
Again, didn't switch hands, Fundamentals.
Tempra. They swing it around. Lin fakes the three. Goes for the mid-range jumper. Yes.
That's a very important shot. That's largely forgotten among young players now. The mid-range jump shot. Because everybody wants to take a three-pointer, look good, be Steph Curry.
That's the effect
Yeah.
that Steph Curry has had on the basketball.
He's created millions of copycats. But you're not Steph Curry.
You're not Steph. You're not all Steph. You can't all be Steph Curry.
Yes. His parents will get angry.
Here's Redulfa kicking it out. Lamino.
Well, that was a good idea. That was a good idea.
Yeah, but do you want Lamino shooting the
No.
three?
Should have been the other way around.
Redulfa here, he's taking the three, but that's
But
short.
he should realize he's much more effective taking it to the basket. And that way you can get more fouls, maybe get the imports to sit down again.
Take another look at this nice fake.
And that was just a simple head fake.
As our colleague would say, who is here in the gym? A seductive fake.
Yes. He's got the day off today.
Got the day off today.
Under 5 minutes to go already, and only one foul given up in this period. Again, that's a sign that, you know, they're not, well, the Dragons don't really have to work hard on defense, but, you know, the Lions should.
If anything, I mean, it's a well-known adage that defense does not take days off.
Yeah.
Right?
And defense does not take talent. It just takes hustle.
Hustle and effort.
Yep.
As a foul will be called there on Hill.
And the Dragons empty the bench. All three players are
All
coming
three players
today.
coming in.
But you know, most coaches only have an like 8-9 man rotation anyway.
Yeah. And we've got a report from Daniel. Daniel, take it away.
Joel and Bill working to keep their win streak going. Coach Ariel Vanguardia of the Dragons reminded the players to build a good lead in this second half. Not only to win, but also to give all players a chance to play. For them, they only have to maintain their good habits, good defense, and again, play the right way. Because for Coach Ariel and the team, it's basketball they're playing. It's the sport they all love. Back to you guys.
Well, that's a good thought to make sure everybody gets to play. I like that.
I mean, you build the lead high enough so that you can field everyone in.
Everybody learns something.
Yeah.
And plus, it will be a challenge also to the Lions. You know, you're playing against the second unit.
You should make a dent on the lead.
There you go. Uh-oh.
And
But not that way.
Not that way. Losing the ball there. As Bearden
Tried
got
to
a little too fancy.
alley-oop it to himself.
Yeah.
Is that like a spud web dunk back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day.
I heard stories about it.
Well, I saw it.
I think you were there?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You're old.
Here's Hill bringing down the ball.
I noticed they haven't used De Leon in this game. At the point.
At the point.
Yeah, he sometimes takes a little too many attempts at the basket, and he's the point guard.
Again, I'm not sure if he is on the bench either.
Well, all things considered, you're seeing improvement, incremental improvement on the part of the Lions, which is a good thing.
And yeah, we go back to the fact that Ike Akpuro isn't here, so it has forced some growth from some of the other players.
That's a good point.
3 points.
You know, because it's an opportunity.
It's next man up mentality as
And they're eating a little bit into the lead.
it's now just 25.
And an all-local lineup for the Dragons. Well, actually, both teams.
Both teams.
6 on the shot clock, 6 seconds to shoot.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
There we go again.
For 3. Yes!
Alex Muhammad, 3 points.
Well, they're going to need a few more of those.
Around 8 more of those.
They wish. So
Here's
the lead
that.
is still, what, 22?
22.
2 minutes to go. Third quarter. So question is, can you make up the 22 points in the fourth quarter alone?
Well, we have sort of seen that happen. The question is,
Not with this
not
team.
with this team. Here's Talio. Over to Cheng. Talio will shoot it.
Way off the mark.
Way off the mark there.
And again, like we said before halftime, no urgency. You know, you have to be a little more frantic. You have to have more intensity in this game. Well,
If you take a look at it, even, I mean, you've got the defense of the Dragons. They are showing a little bit more intensity.
yes. That's, you
They,
know,
they even doubled the ball handler there.
it's called respect for the profession.
As a substitution.
Jameson Hero coming in for Carla.
So, that's Hero coming in for Ga'a.
Well, they need a hero.
And The music that we have here in the gym, hearkening to My Day.
Yeah. Ouch.
No, because I'm trying to say that My Day is like.
Okay. Whatever.
We've got less than a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Just say it's the 80s.
It's the 80s.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's a more technical description. Talio.
Talio on the break. Oh,
Almost, but not quite.
almost. Says that he got hit in the face.
Well, he got sandwiched there by two lions holding on to his kisser.
Foul number 2, Rap Flores is first. First team back.
Of course, he's a very sturdy player.
Let's take another look at that. What happened there?
Ooh, on the way down.
Yeah. No whistle blown though.
Still a 22-point lead.
Hero.
And it's also hard, let's say you're the Dragons, it's also hard to tell your team to keep pounding away, you know, because humans are by nature kind.
And Mohammed getting another basket.
I think this is going to be their benchmark. You know, keep it at least 20 points.
Probably. Last play for the third quarter, Talio asking for a screen.
And well,
Two-man
the
game.
Dragons trying to guarantee a spot in the semifinals.
Exactly. If they get this win, that will
Yeah.
be their third straight.
I think they'd be in the finals, period.
Yeah.
Or semifinals.
At the end of the third quarter, the score is 63 to 43, 20-point lead for the Dragons. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. This is the TAT Winter Tournament, Leg 2. As we take a look at the standings as of today,
All right, the Black Bears, of course, knocking off the Aces big time yesterday. So the 3-0, 3-1, 2-1, 1-2, 1-2, and then the other side 2-0, 1-1, 0-3-0-3. So if that pattern continues, this is going to be what's going to happen. And the Aces, ironically, will be in second place in their
second
group.
place in their bracket. It seems to be the Black Bears and the Dragons being the favorites to finish at the top of their brackets. Of course, the number one for each bracket will play number two in the other.
Yes, that's going to be fun. Of course, all that happens on Saturday, and then we'll have the finals on Sunday.
So it is a 20-point lead for the Vanta Black Dragons over the Nikkelham Lions to start the fourth quarter.
And a lot of defensive intensity being shown here by the Dragons.
You would think that they're the guys that are down.
They're trying to break the spirit, I think, of the Lions. And here we go again, another solo play.
Fortuitous call there.
Yeah.
Number 5, Daniela Chenza is first. First team foul.
Is Atienza in the game for the first time?
He was fielded in earlier.
Hero.
And yeah, he actually was there for the first half. Got a triple. Two free throws go in. So the Lions have got that going for them. They made the first 2 points of the fourth quarter.
All right. If you say so. No, I think for the Lions, really, question is, how much of these learnings will they carry into their succeeding games?
Exactly.
You know? Because, if you look at the other Lions, the long Lions, you can see that every game they're getting better, they're getting more fearless, they're not intimidated, developing new skills, and that's great.
And not just a matter of their next games,
Yeah.
right? If they do decide to join other leagues,
Yes.
and other tournaments, maybe in the succeeding legs
Yes,
of the winter tournament.
Yeah, the third leg will be early December.
So, do we have a Thoughts on venues for that already? Not yet.
We are not at liberty
We
to
are not
divulge
at
yet.
liberty to divulge yet.
Because it could be 2 venues.
Oh, that's interesting.
8.5 minutes to go, and they're just finishing up the game.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Jordan. Here's Cave. Redulfa. They've got 4 seconds on the clock, and Redulfa makes a 3.
Maybe they should just keep giving him the ball. Then they'll have a focal point of their offense, and he can create.
It has been Redulfa and Mohammed.
Because when it's Akpuro, they give him the ball from anywhere, and he just puts his head down and barrels to the basket.
Yeah, precisely.
But that's his skill set.
And them not having him for this game really forced them to change.
Yes. And this was interesting. You see that the Dragons spread out the floor. So it was so hard now for the Lions to double team. Everybody really on this Dragons team can contribute.
That's Hero getting the shot there.
And they're undefeated. For a new team.
The Vanta Black Dragons,
Yes. And this is
we've been talking about it off camera, how they were formed right before this.
This
leg.
is not the same team that played in Pasig 2 weeks ago.
In fact, I don't know if there's one player from this current roster that was.
I'm not sure if there's just one.
Yeah. I mean, I know that Lamonte Bearden played all the way in the very first leg of the PAT.
Lamino back on the floor. Let's see if he can make a difference.
That shot is off.
Now, the Dragons have to be careful here. Maybe just one more run, 6 to 8 points, and then this game is over. You do not want to encourage the underdogs.
Exactly.
And once you relax, you can't be assured that you can turn it back on again. Nice pass.
Nice pass. And forced to give up the foul there.
Number 14,
Mingwei Cheng.
First personal, first team foul, make it second team foul for Vanta Black Dragons. At the line of 2, Hamadu Lamino.
With some additional comments for some Vanta Black Dragons players.
Always trying to improve.
2 for 2 is Hamidou Lamino.
Well, here you see the potential. We like to talk about potential without mocking anybody. But, there is potential
Exactly.
in some of these players. But the team as a whole really is suffering from lack of direction.
And like what we mentioned, these two teams actually were just formed close to the start of this leg too. But you see the difference a good system can make.
Yes. And not really to belabor the point, but you can do simple things, implement them right away. Something not too predictable, not too common, and the other team will have to adjust to you.
As Atienza is fouled on that drive, we'll go to the line for 2.
Hugging foul number 13, Jameson Hero is first.
Hero is called for the
Team
foul.
foul number 2 for Nikkelham Lions. At the line for 2, Daniel Atienza.
Daniel Atienza averaging 5.5 points in this leg. Makes the first free throw.
And maybe something of a bedrock fundamental plan for the long lines is, or rather the Nikkelham lines, is to make sure that you do the basics. Don't miss layups, hit your free throws, increase your range. And these are all things you can do quickly in practice.
But probably not for
this leg anymore.
Not anymore.
If this team stays together.
Yeah. Well, you kind of hope that they stay together. Not necessarily just for TAT, that maybe they can join some.
Why not?
Commercial leagues.
Help
in
grow basketball in
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yeah.
A lot of Filipinos there.
A lot of Filipinos in this team.
A lot of Filipinos everywhere, actually.
As Lamino gets that layup.
See, where was this earlier? Biggest guy on the floor. Who's going to stop him?
Swing it around. Cheng.
See, Muhammad still trying.
And you gotta appreciate
yes.
that. Now they're running a bit. Jordan for three. Yes, sir.
Jordan Lee, 3.
So it's still 12 points, 4.5 minutes to go. And I don't think Ariel Vanguardia will be happy with that.
And Atienza looking up at the clock.
They're purposely running down the time.
It's not out of not knowing what to do.
3 points.
It's
Atienza
purposeful.
gets
And then you hit a three-point shot. So, you know, double black eye again for the Lions.
They dump it down to Lamino. Lamino wants this basket.
Amadou Lamino.
But they still need stops.
They need stops. 13-point lead. I mean, that's still doable.
In theory,
In
it is.
theory, it
On
is.
paper, it is.
Oh, nice, but just the shot is just short.
Yeah, everything but the basket. And you can't get a little too cocky at this stage. You know, the game is still within reach theoretically. Again, too much dribbling.
Too much dribbling.
And why are you using up the clock?
Yeah, 10 seconds on the clock. And still nothing happening.
Why are they playing four corners? See? And they lose the ball.
Lose the ball. Atienza with a breakaway layup.
Daniel Atienza.
The timeout is called by the Nikkelham Lions. The score is 76-61. We will be back after this timeout. That's brought to you by G-Shock from Casio.
You are still watching the Asian tournament, and if you've probably seen this guy on the court, he is a beast. But off the court, Juan Madden is just a mama's boy. Juan shared that he won't be here if his mom wasn't there for him and supported him since he was 5 years old. Looking back when he tore his ACL in college, his mom was right by his side during the surgery. Now in the Asian tournament, he knows he plays for her because she got her to this point with all of the sacrifices she made. Juan Madden is one certified mama's boy. Joel and Bill?
Oh, that's cute.
And you wouldn't want to argue with him anyway.
Yeah.
Because you're scared of the mama.
You're scared of the mama.
That's, you know, that's very Filipino also.
Yeah.
A lot of the Filipinos who grew up abroad, first thing they say is, oh, mama says it, I'm going to do it. She fed me adobo in sinigang all those years.
And Bearden content with playing the facilitator's role here. Dalio babies that gimme.
And now they're trying to run.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Okay, and now they're going to stop the ball.
Now again, it's natural instinct. If you're down by a lot, time is winding down, you want to rush it.
Yeah.
You need to have more attempts within the time.
Here's Lamino. He makes the shot.
See again, Muhammad was in the center of that.
That was his
Entry pass.
entry pass. Meanwhile, the Dragons being patient with their possession. Lin gets inside.
See, because you can't get the time back. You know, even if you rush at your end, if they keep bleeding away the time, that's it.
28, Marte Hill is second.
Samido Lamino.
13 foul.
It's a 13-point game actually, but
Yeah.
when you compute it, that's 5 possessions.
That's 5 possessions.
And 4 of them have to be 3-pointers. And the other team must not
Must
score.
not score.
There you go. That's the
Well,
problem.
Yeah, that's one. The other team didn't score. Now
Yeah.
they need to make 3-pointers.
Oh, could have been a backing violation there.
So
Oh,
good.
that's it.
That should be it.
That should be game.
Talio wisely.
You know, he really wanted to shoot. He said, wait a minute. We don't need to shoot right now.
Lin. Okay, they're gonna wait for the last second to take the shot. And Talio easily gets the layup.
Drove to his right, protected the ball with his left arm. Fundamentals.
Not even the outstretched arms of Lamino to block that shot. As Redulfa gets the layup.
Yeah, this guy is gonna be something given the proper training and coaching.
Bearded over to Cheng. And you can really see that they're not. Oh, nice dribble there by Bearden. Almost got the shot.
That would have been our highlight reel.
Yeah. As Lee gets it over to Redulfa for the slam.
Well, if you do the math, this game's over. But Bearden wants to make our highlight reel.
Gets it over to Talio, and Talio will just hold on to the ball.
Oh, yeah. They'll take another long range shot probably.
And gives it to Cheng. Alright, they'll be gentlemanly
Yes.
and absorb the turnover. And time will run out. That's it for this game. The Vanta Black Dragons stay unbeaten for leg number 2, 78
Going to be
67.
very, very interesting.
Nikkelham Lions 67
So,
78.
Let's take a look at the move of the game. This was that last shot earlier by Mac Talio. That's your move of the game.
And you know, he restrained himself for the benefit of the team. You know, that's maturity.
And an 11-point win for the Vanta Black Dragons keep them on top of bracket.
It looks closer than it was.
It does. As we take a look at the highlights of our player of the game.
Who could it be?
Who could it be?
That's another song.
And that's Levi Bradley, the player of the game. And they will stay unbeaten at 3-0. And
very systematic. You know, and the longer they're together, the more, you know, the stronger they will get. So Levi Bradley, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 out of 9 from the floor. Solid numbers, restrained numbers as well.
And they didn't really exert too much effort, as Levi is now with Daniel LaGuardia. Daniel, take it away.
Hi there, Joel and Bill. I have here, yes, Levi Bradley Jr. as the best player of the game with 16 points and 4 rebounds. So, Levi, you know, your team has been really performing well and consistently. So, what brought these kinds of, you know, wins and performances for you and your team?
Just trusting each other. I said it earlier, but we believe anyone on our team can score when the time is right. So that's what we do.
Yeah, so, you know, we can see the system. You know, we've only met since Monday, but there has been a system that's really working well. So for you, with the way Coach Ariel has been coaching you guys and leading you, what do you think has been working for you guys?
Listening to the coach's game plan, whether it be offense and defense, and really just knowing what everyone's going to want to do, I guess. So basically that.
All right, well, once again, congratulations, Levi, for this win for today. And, of course, good luck for the rest of your games, especially if you want to go to the semifinals. And that is it. Congratulations to the Vanta Black Dragons. Let's get back to you, Joel and Bill.
And congratulations to Levi Bradley Jr. and the Vanta Black Dragons for winning. Up next, we've got the Del Norte Banana Republic going up against the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. And on behalf of my partner, Bill Velasco, this has been Joel Parcon. We hope to see you at the next games.